Hi, this is my Jenkins CI/CD project where I am using uh, for the deployment Java. So this is the CI part with Jenkins, and for the CD part I am using ArgoCd with Kubernetes. So as you can see that the main repository on the GitHub. So when someone push commit on the GitHub repository, so it will trigger the Jenkins pipeline with the webhook. So then the Jenkins actually pull the repository from the GitHub, and it will try to test code compilation, which actually means so it will run some certain task to check that if the code is healthy or not. So then it is done actually using Maven. So then it will scan the file system. So for the file system scanning I am using Trivy. Okay, so actually I am using Trivy as Docker container. So when I show you the Jenkins file, so you can see actually the Trivy is not running on the VM. Actually it is running on the Docker container. So using the Trivy, then it will scan the file system, and then it will do the static code analysis. So using the SonarQube I am doing the static code analysis. Using this thing, actually it will tell that is there any code smelling or anything duplication or something, or there is any bug in the code, so it will tell that. Then after the and for the SonarQube server I am using a EC2 instance which will be on the Amazon AWS. So in the EC2 instance I am creating a Docker container which actually will be used for SonarQube. And then after scanning the code, analysis the code, then it will try to build the Java code. So I am building the code using the same thing, Maven. So after building the code, it will create a .jar file. So it will push the file to Nexus repo, so which actually used for storing the artifact. So also the Nexus server is also in the AWS, same EC2 instance like SonarQube. So also I am creating the Nexus repo in the using the Docker container. I will show the part over there. So after creating the Maven, after creating the actually the jar file which actually run the code, I am building a Docker image using this thing. So after building the Docker image, actually I am in this step actually I am login and building the code simultaneously. So after building the image, actually I am running a Trivy scan. So actually after building the image I will scan the image using Trivy, same thing. So it will be running as a Docker container which actually scan for the image. So it will tell that if there is anything bug related issue in the image, or any code smelling or something, is there any vulnerabilities in the image, so it will tell. So after scanning the image, if everything is okay, so it will push the image to DockerHub. So so this image actually will be there will be multiple times the CI/CD part will run. So the actually I am tagging the image like v1 v2. So after each run, so it will increment the tag number. So first time it will be v1, then second time it will be v2, like this. So this image will be pushed on the DockerHub. And also I am in the Jenkins pipeline I am changing a repo where actually the Kubernetes manifest file are present. I also created the manifest file using the Helm chart. So I am changing the image tag using in the Helm values, where and this thing will push the manifest file in the GitHub. So after pushing this thing in the GitHub, so it will trigger a ArgoCd pipeline where actually the ArgoCd will monitor the changes, and it will deploy the new Kubernetes resource with the new image tag. So this is the whole concept. So this is the whole thing. So for this thing, we need some Jenkins plugin requirement. So I have noted here. So this is the Jenkins plugin. Also, I am running the Jenkins and Kubernetes in a same VM. Okay, so the Kubernetes is actually the KubeADM setup so with one node, and I am running the Jenkins on the same node. So this is the pipeline steps, and there are some prerequisite, which is Jenkins install and running. Docker should be there. Kubernetes cluster I have used KubeADM, and this is the Helm. Helm I also need actually for creating the repo, creating the manifest file for the deployment, and also I am using Ngrok. So Ngrok actually means I can create some local I can create anything in local, but if I want to expose in the internet, I am using for Ngrok. So why the Ngrok is needed? Because there is a quality gate. Okay, so in the SonarQube, so we need to run a webhook where if there is everything perfect on the SonarQube, then SonarQube run the webhook and Jenkins will be notified. So for that we need a Jenkins URL, but the Jenkins is running on the local environment, so I can expose the URL to the outside. So that's why I need a something that can expose the local environment. So I am using Ngrok, where actually I can expose the Jenkins URL, and this can SonarQube can use the webhook like this. So there are all steps I have noted here. So now I can show you the Jenkins file for that. So this is actually for the Docker Compose, where actually I build the SonarQube and the Nexus, both the thing for the AWS EC2 instance, and this is the actually for the Helm chart. So there are some values where you can see the replica count, and okay, this tag actually will be changed and commit, then it will be pushed on the GitHub repository. So this thing ArgoCd will watch. Okay, and this is the all thing, and the expose on the 3001. Okay, and the Jenkins file, actually this is the Jenkins file. So there are pipelines. So the Jenkins file is not using any worker node, so it is running only itself. So there is tool I actually using JDK 17 and Maven 3. Actually I have all done the setup for this, and the environment actually scanner home. So actually this is for Sonar scanner, and the Docker image, like this is the global variable for Maven DevSecOps, and there are steps. So this is like git checkout for pulling the git repository, then code compilation, which actually compile the code, then it will test the compilation is there is any issue using the test scripts, and this is the file scan. Here you can see that I am running a Trivy Docker container. So this is the container. So I am mounting this Docker socket, and this is the cache, and this is the container image name, and this is the for the file system scan. So for fs and format, and it is giving the output on the VM in this directory. Okay, in this directory /data. So I have mounted this thing. So after deleting the container, I can access the output here. Then I am running the SonarQube analysis. So this is the SonarQube analysis, Sonar scanner, and you can see that here I am running like the name, the project name, and the binaries, and this is the home path where I have mentioned here. Okay, so scanner home, and this is the environment variable. I can show you later that what I have used, like what I have given the value for that. Then the quality get. So actually after running the SonarQube, it will send all the result on the Sonar server. So in the server it will like analyze this thing, and it will we can use some condition that if there is like 80% okay or 90% okay, then it will allow Sonar scanner Sonar server to like pass the quality gate. So if there is any say threshold, we don't meet the threshold, then it will reject this thing, and after that the build will not executed. If there is everything okay in this step, then it will build the code mvn using mvn package, and then it will try to publish this on Nexus server. So this is the Nexus server, and this is the global settings, and I have to also configure the global settings in the Jenkins, and this is the for deployment, and this is the DockerHub login. So actually I am login and created the Docker password and the username. So I am building this image, and also there is like so after creating the image, so I am scanning the image. So using the same thing, I am scanning the image using the Trivy settings, Trivy container. So this is the container, and the format will be in JSON, and this is scanning the image. Here you can see. So after scanning the image, if everything is okay, then it will publish the image to DockerHub. So this is the DockerHub part. So it is pushing the image to DockerHub, and this is for the okay. So here actually the CD part is starting. So the CI part is completed now. So in this part actually I am pulling another repository from the GitHub. So this is the repository URL, and also I am running so changing something like using this script. So where I actually changing the build number. So build number is actually the tag. So it was previously it was v1, so now it will be like v2. So you can see that it is now changing the values.yml. So where it will be like now v2. So then it is adding this and committing this thing with a new commit message and the build number. So after this thing, I am pushing this repository in the GitHub. So the Jenkins file is completed. Now I can show you the in the Jenkins where what configuration I have done. Okay. So for that I need to log in the Jenkins server. So it is root at the 192.168.1.240. So this is the Jenkins server. So yeah, this is the IP. So I can access the Jenkins server from here. So this is the IP, and okay, I need to log in first. So this is the Jenkins server, as you can see. So actually I have created the project for this. So one thing, okay, the configuration I need to show you. So in the tools section, so I have done some configuration, which is like for the JDK install I using 17. So this is the 17 number 17, and this is the version, and it will be automatically installed, and Git is already installed. And for the SonarQube scanner I am using Sonar scanner, and this is the version 7.3, and Maven is Maven 3, and this is 3.9.11. and for the Docker I am using latest, and this is the Docker name. Okay, so this is the all necessary plugin I have set up. In the system I need to set up the SonarQube server. So this is a Jenkins URL. Okay, this is the SonarQube installation, so Sonar scanner, and this IP I need to change because the EC2 instance is now off. So after restarting the instance I will be getting new IP, so I need to change this thing. And in the repository I need to show you the home repository, the actual code where I have done the coding. So this is the main repository, main thing actually Jenkins will build. So this is the main Java program. So I need to here edit the pom.xml. So this is the main file. So here I need to change this thing. So actually I am mentioning this AWS EC2 instance IP. Actually this thing push the jar file into the Nexus. So I need to also mention this thing in the also need to change the here. So in the Jenkins also I need to change the SonarQube, and I don't need to change anything here. Also I need to change one thing in the configuration part. I need to, so there is a parameter which is build number, which will be like v1 v2. So I need to add this thing whenever I building. So I need to add the this thing. So like I am using pipeline script, but it will be pipeline script from SCM. So I can mention, so where will be the repository part. So it will be on here. So I need to mention this thing. So this is the URL, and also I need to mention the path for this thing. So the path will be path Jenkins file. Okay, so this is the whole path. Okay, so I need to copy the whole thing, and I need to mention here. So this is the whole path. Okay, so this will be on main. I think it will be main. Okay, yes. So it will be not on the master, it will be main, and everything is okay now. Okay, now I can save this thing. So now it is saved. So now I want to do one thing. So I need to create the Ngrok container, which I actually expose the environment from Jenkins environment to local to the SonarQube. So for creating this thing, I need to run the docker run command, which will be this. So this will be the URL. So I need to run this thing. So where I need to mention this a repository. So I have run the container for the Ngrok. So this is the URL. So I need to check that URL is working or not. So copy and paste. So this will be allow me. Okay, so I can access this thing. I need to log in again. So let me log in. So I can access this URL from anywhere. So it will be globally accessible. So I have done all the changes for the proxy. So this is the URL. I can access this from anywhere. So I will use this thing. Okay, I will use this URL. So I can access this one. So now I have to, for the setup, I have to run the EC2 instance. Okay, so for the EC2 instance I have created a container. So this is the EC2 instance, so which I have created. Actually this is T2 large. So I need to run this instance for the SonarQube and the Nexus. So I am running the instance here. So it is now in the pending state. So I need to access the IP of that. So I need to access the instance here. So we need to connect the instance. So this is the SSH client. So this is the connect, and I need to connect from downloads. So I am connecting the instance. Okay, so this is the instance, and here you can see here it is Docker Compose YAML. It is the same YAML I have shown you here. So this is the same YAML okay, so this is the YAML, the same YAML. Okay, so I am exiting this thing, and now I am running Docker Compose app. Okay, so this will try to build a container for that. So I need to also do one thing. If the EC2 instance is started, then I can copy the IP from here. So the IP for this is the public IP. Okay, so also I have in the security group I have exposed the 9081 port for the accessing. So this is one instance and one container, and this is the other container, which will be 8081. This is for the Nexus. So I need to change this thing. So like I need to copy, continue this site. So I need to change the IP. First of all I need to change it from here. Okay, so because it actually use the previous IP, so I need to change the IP from here. To change the IP, so I want to edit the IP. So the IP will be, so I need to remove all this thing. So actually this first one is the for Maven releases and second is for the snapshot. Okay, so I need to replace both the thing. Okay, so it is now updated. So I can commit this thing, update. Okay, readme.md. So I am committing this thing, so it is done. So now you can access that the IP is changed. Okay, so from here now you can see, okay, the IP is changed. This is 13 and you can see that it is 13. Okay, so the SonarQube is started, and for this thing it is also started. Okay, so I can log in this thing, admin, and this will be so SonarQube is also started, and this is the for the Nexus. So I need to log in here also, admin 1 2 3. So it is also started. So in the browse, so here will be the releases and the snapshots. Okay, so SonarQube, so it is actually showing the previous build, but I am running this instance now. So I need to change something here also. So this thing actually changed. Now I need to change in the Jenkins. So I need to change. Also I have done a manage configuration. Actually this is for the global config for the Nexus. So here I actually change the all this thing, like here I change the Maven releases and for the username and for the password, so both is same. And in the Jenkins I need to change one thing, will be SonarQube, actually the URL part. Okay, so the URL will be not this one, this one. So this is the URL, so I need to copy. So in the Jenkins I need to edit the URL. So this is the URL for the SonarQube server. Okay, and also in the SonarQube I have created a webhook which is actually there is a webhook. So this is the webhook. You can see that this is the same like URL. This is the same URL for the Jenkins. So this URL and this URL is actually the same because it is using global Ngrok, so it actually expose the URL. So this is the webhook. So when the build, like when the SonarQube scan will be successful, then it will trigger the webhook, and then the remaining CI/CD part will run. So now I can do one thing. I can. So also I need to do one thing. I need to set up Helm. Okay. So for the Helm I need to okay, login again. So root. So this is the URL, and also I need to create some so there is like so there is no so there is no namespace where actually I can build the ArgoCd. So I want to create a namespace. So in create namespace ArgoCd. So the namespace is created. So now I can do one thing. I can create the ArgoCd Helm chart. Okay, so for this I need to, okay, namespace is created. So I also have added this thing. You can show Helm, I can show you Helm repo list. So this is the Helm chart, Helm repo. So I have added this thing, and I can update, but it is updated. So here actually I am using this thing and setting the server. Actually this is, I am setting this for node port. This is the node port IP actually using, and this is the main service. So I can run this thing, and okay, it is deploying everything. So as you can see that it is run successfully. So you can see from like here from pod in the ArgoCd, so it is deploying everything. Okay, so it is running eventually it will run here. So I can also do one thing, I can access all this thing from here. So this will be 3000. So this will be 3080. Okay, so this is the advanced. So this is the ArgoCd environment, ArgoCd dashboard, and also I need to get the username is the admin, and for the password I need to get it from the secret. So this is the ArgoCd secret. I need to get this. So the password is this thing. I can also change the password, but by default this is the password. So I need to sign in here. So I need to create a new app. Okay, so for the new app I need to give the application name. So it is Maven app. Okay, so the project name will actually be default. So it will, like, this is the namespace. So it will be it will deploy this thing in the default namespace. So it will be automatic. So sync policy means, like, actually it will, when this the code actually change, the manifest file will actually change in the GitHub, so it will automatically trigger the deployment. So enable auto sync self fill. Okay, so if you have anything other than ArgoCd, change the Kubernetes YAML, so it will automatically heal this thing. Skip this thing will be nothing. So okay, there is repository URL. So I need to mention this thing here. So this is the repository URL, not this one. So the repository URL is this one. Okay, so this is the repository URL. So the branch is actually head. Okay, main branch, and the path. So path is actually Java. So this is the chart. Where is the chart? So the chart is on the Maven app chart. So this is the main file, main folder I need to mention. So this is the main folder. So it is now the cluster URL is Kubernetes cluster. So this is the same thing, and the namespace will be this will be like default, and this everything is okay. Then this is the limit, ranges, replica count, all the thing, tag. So this is also the parameter. So now I can create this thing. Okay, so now it will deploy all the thing in the Kubernetes. I can show you that. Get pods. So now it is running the thing, okay, in the Kubernetes. So this will automatically trigger when anything change on the GitHub. So now I can show you the like, I can run the trigger the Jenkins pipeline. So it is now V1. So I can also check for the V2. So if I try to build this thing, also there is, everything is running. Okay. So this is the next version. So this is V2. So because V1 is already created, so I am running this thing with V2. So version 2. So this is the version 2 image. It is building. So you can see that it is pulling this thing. Then it will be git checkout. So also, okay, this is building git checkout. Then you can see when it will be like on the SonarQube. So it will update this thing. So this is the SonarQube project. So you can see there is nothing duplication or anything. So in the Jenkins you can see that test compilation is the, okay, it is working on that. So in the snapshot it will be like, we can see that the jar file in here, and this is the main ArgoCd. So it will be when the ArgoCd will be deployed, actually the GitHub code is changed, then the ArgoCd will redeploy the new containers. You can see. So okay, now the file system scan is done. Okay, so I can see one thing. So in the data section you can see that there is a Trivy. So you can run this thing, and okay, so there is FS and image. So you can see the FS. Okay, you can see in the FS the board game HTML. So you can view this thing. board. Okay, this will be capital. So you can see the code, the output. So this is the image, vulnerabilities, all these thing here you can see. So this is the all for the file system. Okay, so now the image part I can also ask you, the image is running or not. Okay, SonarQube analysis is done. Okay, so it will push all the thing in the SonarQube server. So this is the server. You can see that it is 1 minute ago. Okay, so it is passed. You can see it is passed. Quality gate is passed. So that's why it is running the next CI. So it has built the code. Now it is publishing to Nexus. So it will be on the Nexus. Then I can see the image part also in the Trivy image. So you can see the image. Okay, the image. So is there any image here? Okay, so it will run again. So now it is publishing this thing in the Nexus repository. So this is the Nexus repository. Also I want to show one thing. So for the deployment you can see that describe deployment, which is Maven app. Okay, so in this thing you can see the image name. Okay, the image. So this is the v1 image. So after everything is done, then this will be v2. So publish to Nexus. So Nexus is done. So you can see in the Nexus you can see that there is snapshots. So this is the snapshot. So I have like pushed all the thing in the snapshot. Okay, so in the next step I have done the login to DockerHub, so which is done. Then the scan Docker image, so it is also done. So you can see all the scan part. So this is the scan part, and also I can check this thing. So this is scan is done. So I can open this thing. So you can see that everything is mentioned here, the which port will be exposed, the everything information. So this will be exposed on the 8080. Okay, so everything, the information is given here. So if there is any problem in the this like image, so we can restrict the deployment also. So then after scanning I have pushed the image to DockerHub, and this is like actually pulling the another repository and changing some code, and it is also pushing the changes in the repository in the GitHub repo. So after that you can see that now I can show you that there is some pod here. Okay, so it is okay, you can see that it is now running 18 seconds ago and 44 seconds ago. Okay, so like the previous pod actually I have run like quite a minute ago. So like 10 minutes ago, this pod actually created 1 minute ago. Okay, so actually it is done using, like you can see, succeed 1 minute ago. So it is actually running the v2 version. I can show you. So you can see that I have the command. Actually I can grab the image. So this is actually v2. Yes, you can see this version is actually v2. So using this thing I can deploy as much I can do. Okay, so like this build is completed. I can also see the snapshots from here. Okay, so you can see if I build this thing, it will, so you can see if I click on this, so actually I can download this thing. So so actually so now everything is completed in the this build. So I can run this thing with v3. So suppose there is anything changes related to the code is done. Okay, so now it is pushed to Docker pushed to GitHub repository. So now it will trigger a webhook where like it will tell that run the v3 build version. Okay, so this is the build version. So now it will try to run this thing again. So now the code compilation test and the file system scan, so it will run again. So you can see that last time I have seen the Trivy fs. So this is the fs. Okay, so this will be created recently. So you can see ls -l. So this will create now. So this is, so now it will create this file again. So it will replace the file again. If we try to access the, okay, you can see that it is previously on the 5.4 and this is now on the 5.10. So it is created recently. So now it is done SonarQube analysis again. So you can see in the SonarQube that it is run 6 minutes ago, but after the this analysis you can see it will refresh the thing. So this is running again SonarQube analysis. So SonarQube analysis is working. You can see SonarQube analysis is done. So this is, if I refresh this thing, you can see it is run 42 seconds ago. Okay, so this is the recent version, and this is also passed the quality gate. You can see here, so it is passed, and this is the build, and this is also publishing to Nexus. And after some time you can see the ArgoCd when it will be done. Is almost completed. So we can see in the this show in the get pods. So this is created 5 minutes ago. Okay, so I am also checking the ArgoCd here. So ArgoCd is also showing that this is 5 minutes ago. So this is successfully deployed 5 minutes ago. So after everything is completed, it will like sync all the chains and it will try to deploy the new version. So you can also see that the content. So this is actually the commit message. So if this thing is successfully done, okay, it is successfully done. So now you can see that the repository is actually successfully published, and it will try to deploy the new container with the new image. So it will do this thing. I think I need to refresh this a little bit. So as you can see that the ArgoCd deployment is successfully built again. So successfully deployed again. So this is the success 1 minute ago. This is the new deployment, new CD. So and the version is v3, and also the container is created. This is the new container. This is created on 30. This is created 1 minute ago. Okay, so you can also see the like the image version. So this is also v3, you can see, and I can also like access this thing on this port. So this will be 192. So this is the port. It will access, so it will take some time. So as you can see that I can access the now the deployment. So this is the container. Okay, 3 minutes ago it is created. So and this is the port, and I can access this thing on this one. So here I have actually shown you everything for the Nexus, ArgoCd, SonarQube, and the Jenkins. So this is the all the step for the CI/CD, and okay. So and this is the GitHub repository. So everything is I have mentioned here. So this is all. Thank you.